Greetings. This is for our final practice of our retreat, Stillness in Movement. This can be one of the most challenging practices, and it is arguably among the most important, the most beneficial, and you can do it for as long a time or as short a time as you have available. There are lots of ways to practice restorative yoga. There are lots of ways for you to give yourself time devoted to you. And I'm going to take you through one of the poses, one of my favorite poses, and I'm using stuff from my house. I'm not using, except for one thing, I'm not using yoga tools or yoga props, because I want you to look around your home. If you don't have the yoga bolsters and you don't have the yoga blocks and you don't have the yoga blankets, I want you to look around your home and look for and find what you do have. So to begin with, go and search for a sofa cushion. This is an older one. I threw the sofa out a long time ago, but thought to keep the cushions, and I'm so glad I did. It is not as firm as I would prefer, but we can put blocks underneath it to firm it up a little bit. Blocks or shoe boxes. I've found shoe boxes to work really great. So you'll need a cushion, as firm as you have. You'll need a shoe box with shoes in it or not. It's entirely up to you. But if you notice, most shoe boxes are just about the same height as a yoga block. They're maybe half an inch deeper. We're going to use both today. I only had one shoe box available, so I'm using a yoga block. You can use books instead. This is just to keep the cushion to be a little firmer, a little sturdier. So you'll need a box or shoe box or two. You'll need a cushion. You'll need a pillow. You can use a bed pillow. You can use pillows from your sofa. In fact, I would bring two just in case. A beach towel, a blanket, and something to cover your eyes. It could be a washcloth. If you have an eye pillow, that's great. You can use a scarf. You can pull the hood over your eyes. There's a lot of times when I come into my beautiful little room and I just want to lie down and relax. If I only have 5 minutes, I don't want to spend a lot of time putting stuff together. So I'll lie on my back, I'll put my legs up on a chair, I'll put a scarf over my face, or if I don't have a scarf, I'll put this over my eyes. Okay? So press pause, go and get your stuff, come back, and I'll be ready when you are to set you up for a restorative pose. Glad you're back. So I'm not sure if you can see, but notice that I have put the shoebox here, the block next to it, and like I said, I'm only using the block because this cushion is not as firm. If you look, for example, at this is a yoga bolster, and it's very sturdy. So I don't use a second block or a second book or whatever when I have a bolster that's sturdy. So it's going to be right around here because we want your back to be at an angle. I'm going to use a blanket for under my head. And you may not need one, or you might need two, because what happens when we lie down very often, all the tension in the backside of our body comes out and holds our chin up toward the sky. And what we want to do is bring the forehead so that it's higher than our chin. So instead of being here, we'll be more like this. I'll show you. So instead of being here, I put however much support I need under my head so that my forehead is higher than my chin. I'm not scrunching my neck. This is simply relaxing here, softening back here, and I'm supported by the blanket as it is, or a pillow underneath the back of my head. Sometimes I use more than one because I'm tense for whatever reason. And under your knees, you can use one or two of your pillows or cushions, and I'm going to make them high today. That seems to be right. And when you lie down, lie so that your butt is right up against the bottom of the cushion you're using. Lie back, support yourself, relax your legs over the cushions, relax your arms at your sides, cover your eyes if you have glasses on. When you do come to relax, I encourage you to take your glasses off, because as long as the weight of the glasses, even the lightest glasses, as long as the weight of the glasses is here on your face, there are muscles that are working to hold it there. So taking the glasses off lets the whole face relax, and when the face relaxes and softens, the whole body has a greater chance of softening as well. So I invite you to lie down, to support yourself, and don't settle for good enough. Restorative, one of the principles of restorative yoga is that we need to feel totally supported and at ease from the beginning of the practice, because otherwise, like the princess and the pea, if there's the slightest annoyance, it will not allow you to soften and find ease in anything, no matter what you do. So we want darkness if you can do it, but putting something over your eyes gives you darkness. Quiet, still, and warm. So if you're feeling like a blanket over you at the beginning would be too much, I would encourage you to put it over your stomach, but in such a way that you could also just put it over your whole body when you're ready. Because as we begin relaxing, resting, softening, we start to get chilled because of the way our blood system works. So have the blanket, if it feels too much at the beginning, have it somewhere where you can just pull it up to your chin, put it over your feet, and then you'll be really comfortable as you lie there. Oh, I forgot to tell you to have a timer. So if you have your phone that works well, put it on a gentle alarm for however much time you have, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. If you have 25 minutes, that would be beautiful and perfect. As much time as you have is what you give yourself. And what you might find is that as you become more comfortable caring for yourself in these ways, you allow yourself to extend to 7 or 12 or 40 minutes and sneak those longer periods of time in, because by doing the longer practices, we have a greater sense of what it feels like to feel softer. And then when we're going about our regular day, our everyday day, we can access that feeling with a little bit greater ease, or at least a little bit greater awareness. So I invite you to go ahead and lie down. Don't settle for just okay or I'm fine. Move things around until you can totally let go, so that you feel yourself physically supported by the floor, by the cushions, by the pillows, by the blankets. And let yourself feel the ease that comes in to your mind, body, spirit. As you lie here, focus on what your intention might be for this 5 or 20-minute session. It doesn't matter. There's no prescription. It's all about what you need in this moment, right here, right now. So you might set your intention and then allow yourself to breathe in and to breathe out, to let go of your death grip on your thoughts and your thinking, on your judgments and your criticisms of yourself and of the world, and allow yourself this space and time to breathe and to be. This would be a good time to press pause, to set your timer for however long it is that you're going to be practicing. And if you fall asleep, it's okay. If you fall asleep, it's because your mind, body, spirit needed that kind of rest. And then when you're ready to come back, before you go anywhere, I invite you, you'll be starting here, to bend first one knee and then the other knee, and to pause here to rest for a few breaths. Then you'll turn yourself to your side, and you can either stay on your support or you can just come down to the floor and let yourself rest right here. And then you'll turn your belly button slightly toward the floor, and you'll use your hands and arms, letting your head come up last, to come up sideways to a seated position. And at that point, you can turn this video back on. And at that point, you can listen to this beautiful reading that I found. It is John O'Donohue from his book Benedictus, a book of blessings, which in the U.S. is called Bless the Space Between Us. And this is a blessing for presence. Awaken to the mystery of being here and enter the quiet immensity of your own presence. Have joy and peace in the temple of your senses. Receive encouragement when new frontiers beckon. Respond to the call of your gift and the courage to follow its path. Let the flame of anger free you of all falsity. May warmth of heart keep your presence aflame. May anxiety never linger about you. May your outer dignity mirror an inner dignity of soul. Take time to celebrate the quiet miracles that seek no attention. Be consoled in the secret symmetry of your soul. May you experience each day as a sacred gift woven around the heart of wonder. So I invite you to rub your hands rigorously together to generate some heat. To very gently cup your hands over your eyes. And here receive the warmth of your hands in your eyes and their sockets, your cheekbones, your jawbone, all the way down to your heart. Place a smile behind your eyes behind your lips, behind your heart, and receive the softness that moves into your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Let's bring our hands together in front of our heart so that we might honor ourselves and each other with the word that's used throughout the Himalayas to say hello and goodbye, and which means the light that is me honors the light that is you. Namaste, namaste, namaste. It's been a beautiful retreat, and I look forward to retreating with you again. Let's keep in touch. Many blessings.